Episode 3. Archaeological and Geological Evidence of Giants. Whispers beneath the earth. Beneath layers of soil and stone, whispers stir. Silent shadows of giants emerge, their traces scattered like fragmented echoes across time. Colossal bones, weathered and enormous. Massive stone monuments hewn with painstaking precision, reaching toward the heavens. Ancient carvings etched into rock pictographs, telling stories of beings of immense stature. Could these fragments be the lost traces of the Nephilim, the mysterious giants mentioned briefly in Scripture? Or are they merely the echoes of legend, woven deep into the tapestry of human memory and imagination? Imagine standing in the early morning mist, the air cool and thick with the scent of earth and ancient secrets. The faint crunch of gravel underfoot blends with the distant call of a bird, a moment suspended between past and present, beckoning us to listen closely. Faith and facts, decoding history through scripture, artifacts, and science. Ancient megaliths and monumental structures, stones that speak. Across the ancient Near East and stretching far beyond, colossal stone structures stand like silent sentinels of forgotten ages. From the towering pillars of Baalbek in Lebanon, whose immense blocks weigh hundreds of tons, to the Cyclopean walls of Mycenae in Greece, where stones fit together with such precision it seems almost impossible to have been done by human hands alone. How were such massive stones quarried, transported, and fitted without modern machinery? What purposes did these monuments serve beyond their imposing presence? Some scholars suggest that these monuments may connect to the giants of ancient lore, built by or in honor of beings larger than men. While the Bible never explicitly links the Nephilim to megalithic construction, cultural memories across the world often speak of giants as builders or guardians of ancient sites. Take the legends of the Cyclopes in Greek mythology, one-eyed giants who forged massive walls and weapons. Or the ancient texts from Mesopotamia, which describe enormous beings shaping the earth and its early civilizations. Yet archaeologists caution us. These feats can also be explained by advanced ancient engineering and complex social organization. Communities with specialized labor, skilled artisans, and knowledge of leverage and geometry could accomplish these wonders without invoking supernatural giants. Still, the sheer size and enduring mystery of these stones invite curiosity. What role did these monumental structures play in the lives and beliefs of the ancient peoples who raised them? Were they temples, tombs, or symbols of divine power? Could the size and scale reflect a worldview where giants once walked the earth? Imagine the pounding rhythm of hammers on stone, the murmur of hundreds of workers coordinating each massive block's placement. The dust rising in the sunlight, the scent of sweat and stone mingling with incense from nearby altars. These stones do not just speak of stone, they speak of human ambition, faith, and the yearning to reach beyond the mundane. Reflective question: what do these monumental stones tell us about humanity's relationship with the divine and the mysterious giants of legend? Skeletal remains and fossil discoveries. Bones of the past. Through the corridors of history, whispers of giant human skeletons have surfaced. Bones far larger than those of typical humans. Tales of oversized femurs, skulls, and entire skeletons have ignited imaginations and stirred speculation about prehistoric giants. From scattered reports of massive skeletons found in remote caves to legends of towering figures unearthed in ancient tombs, the evidence is tantalizing but elusive. Could these bones be the remains of the Nephilim? Or are there more natural explanations? Scientific investigation often reveals alternative truths. Many supposed giant bones turn out to be fossils of prehistoric animals, such as mammoths or giant ground sloths, mistaken for human remains by those unfamiliar with paleontology. Others are the result of hoaxes or exaggerated accounts, fueled by the human love of mystery and myth. Some discoveries, such as unusually large human bones in certain archaeological contexts, hint that humans of exceptional stature may have existed at times and places in history. The range of human height has varied over millennia, influenced by genetics, nutrition, and environmental factors. Consider the skeletal remains of the ancient Huns or the Scandinavian Vikings. Some individuals stood well over 7 feet tall by today's standards. Could these reflect remnants of a once taller, more robust human population? Perhaps misremembered as giants over generations. Modern paleoanthropology uses rigorous methods, radiocarbon dating, DNA analysis, and comparative anatomy to validate skeletal finds. This scientific framework helps sift fact from fiction, myth from evidence, but also leaves space for new discoveries that might reshape our understanding. Imagine the quiet of a lab, the meticulous brushing away of soil from a massive bone fragment, the heartbeat quickening as the shape becomes clear. Each bone holds a story, a life once lived, a mystery waiting to be uncovered. Reflective question: could the stones and bones of ancient cultures hold keys to understanding the Nephilim, or do they merely reflect humanity's longing for legends? Cultural memories embedded in artifacts, stories in stone and clay. Throughout the ancient world, artifacts, carvings, and texts reveal a recurring motif: beings of extraordinary size. Giant warriors, divine figures towering over mortals. And colossal creatures appear not just in one culture, but across continents. In Mesopotamia, for example, reliefs and inscriptions tell of mighty demigods and colossal beings who walked the earth before humans fully took their place. The Epic of Gilgamesh speaks of heroes of great stature and power, echoing the biblical Nephilim's brief but striking mention. Similarly, in the Hebrew Bible, giants appear as enigmatic figures, part human, part divine. Their stories woven into the early chapters of Genesis and the tumultuous period before and after the flood. Artifacts such as the so-called giant bones found in ancient tombs, or carvings showing unusually large figures, often symbolize strength, power, or divine favor rather than literal giants. For instance, exaggerated size in art can signify importance or reverence. Understanding these images requires cultural sensitivity and scholarly rigor. They are not always straightforward historical records, but complex symbols. Mythic language encoding ideas about the boundary between mortal and divine, the heroic and the ordinary. Picture the craftsman chiseling a bas-relief. The sharp tap of hammer on chisel punctuating the cool air. The steady hand shaping a giant figure meant to inspire awe or fear. These images speak across millennia, inviting us to ponder what they meant to their creators. Global parallels raise fascinating questions. Why do so many civilizations tell stories of giants? Is this a shared memory, a universal archetype, or a reflection of human fascination with the limits of size and power? Reflective question: what do these cross-cultural images of giants reveal about humanity's quest to understand the divine? Separating fact from fiction. Walking the knife's edge. The study of giants in archaeology walks a fine line, balanced precariously between fascination and skepticism. Fringe theories and sensational headlines often claim conspiracies or suppress truths, promising dramatic revelations. Yet rigorous scholarship demands patience, evidence, and humility. It insists on clear, reproducible data and careful interpretation, resisting the allure of sensationalism. Faith in Facts strives to present findings responsibly, acknowledging where evidence is strong and where it remains speculative. The story of the Nephilim resides in this delicate space, part history, part mystery, part theology. Archaeological and geological clues enrich our understanding of the ancient world, illuminating how myth and memory intertwine with history. They remind us that the past is not a simple record, but a tapestry woven from stories, symbols, and real human experiences. Imagine the slow work of excavation, each brushstroke revealing layers of soil and time. Every artifact cataloged with care, every bone studied with reverence. It is a process of discovery, but also a process of questioning, challenging assumptions, and seeking truth. Could the Nephilim be a historical reality, or do they serve a more symbolic role in scripture and culture? Perhaps the answer lies not in choosing one over the other, but in embracing the mystery. Stay with us as we dig deeper into human history and myth intertwined, uncovering stones, bones, and stories that challenge and inspire. From bones and monuments, our journey moves to the stories told across cultures, myths and legends that echo the Nephilim's shadow through time and space. Why do so many civilizations share stories of giants? What truths lie beneath these shared myths? Faith and Facts uncovers the threads weaving ancient truths through myth and memory. Join us as the story continues.